Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, I am in Key West right now and away from the snow here. So I recorded this like a week before I left. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit today about, having grown up in the church, not literally inside the church, but you know what I mean. If you grew up life that revolved around the church. We went to church Sunday morning, Sunday evening, then we did some kind of Wednesday night thing too. And some of my best childhood memories are, of things at church, going caroling. My dad loved to go Christmas caroling, and some of my fondest memories are of doing that with him. But growing up in the church, I was taught about God and about heaven, and I believed all of that. But somewhere like in my 30s, I would say, I kind of stopped believing in that and started to kind of have the mindset that we're physical beings, and that once we're done here and we're gone, and there is no hereafter. It almost felt like, believing in heaven was kind of like believing in Santa Claus or something. But as I said, at 60 years old, I transformed my life when I started studying the law of attraction. And one thing the law of attraction has given me, and I think being older, that this has given me a lot of peace, is that I now know, I not only believe, I know that there's something else out there, that there is some higher being or whatever you want to call it, but there is something out there, and the universe acts like a mirror and reflects back to us what we put out to it. And there is absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is true. Absolutely none. And if you start studying the law of attraction and you start to see it work, I'm pretty sure that you'll feel the same way that I do. Like, I can't believe, and I'm so happy to now believe, that my loved ones are out there. My loved ones that I've lost, they're out there. And it's just brought me so much peace to realize that there is a higher power. And whether you want to call that higher power God, the universe, source energy, whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to argue that point, that it is real, that there is something out there, and that something is reflecting back to me what I am putting out to it. I completely transformed my life when I was 60 years old by studying the law of attraction and by taking tiny steps to change my focus. And if you want to change your life, I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 15 years old and you're watching this video. If you want to find peace and fulfillment in your life, then I encourage you to start studying the law of attraction and to allow it into your life. It all starts with just taking tiny steps of shifting your focus from what is negative in your life to what is positive. And like I said, for me, it's brought back that confidence that there's something out there and that there is life here. We are eternal beings here for a brief physical experience. And I truly believe that. And the law of attraction is what has helped me to believe in that again. And I think that just, that belief just brings you so much peace. And if you're at a really bad place in your life right now, maybe you're going through depression or anxiety or you've got anger, that piece of knowing that there is something out there that cares about you is just life changing. I mean, I just can't tell you how much that changed my life. Like, I no longer, I mean, I certainly care about the people in my life and care about my family, but my happiness no longer depends on how those people treat me, whether those people, act in a loving way towards me. I know that I love them and that I am loved by the universe or by God or by source energy or whatever that being is called. I have the confidence to know that I am loved and that I am lovable and that I am worthy. And that's life changing. If you are at a point in your life where you are constantly looking outside yourself and trying to find meaning in your life through relationships or through a career or through, some other accomplishment in your life, then I'm here to tell you that the first thing that you need to do is to work on your sense of self-worth. That you're not going to get that self-worth from somebody else or, not from a relationship, not from a career, not through some accomplishment, no matter how great it is. If you don't have that sense of self-worth and know that you are worthy of love, of the love of the universe or of God, then you will always, like I was in my 30s, my 20s and 30s, you will always be looking for something and feeling like something is missing in your life that you've got to find, and you just can't figure out what it is. And I think for me, I just became like, I thought, if I have a perfect house, then I'll be happy. Um, when my marriage didn't turn out to be perfect, well, then I thought, well, maybe I can find another one that'll be perfect. And I never did get married again. And I just think that it leaves us feeling incomplete when we don't have that sense of self-worth that you can find by studying the law of attraction or by your belief in God. I really don't see them as two separate things like so many people do. I think a lot of people think like Ask and It Is Given, the book by Esther and Jerry Hicks, that they probably don't believe in God, but they do. They do believe in God. And just because you believe in the law of attraction doesn't mean that you don't believe in God. You believe that there is a higher power. And I can tell you that that higher power loves and cares about you, and that you are a part of a universal whole, and that you are meant to be here for a purpose. And I believe that my purpose is to show people how I transformed my life at 60 using the law of attraction. And that's what my channel is about. My channel is about, if, helping people to see that there is a way out of depression. There's a way out of victimhood. There's a way out of anxiety. And I will continue to sit here and preach it for as long as I can talk, because that's what a difference it made in my life. And if I can change my life at 60 years old using the law of attraction, then so can you. Maybe you have a fantastic life at 60 years old and you don't want to change it. My channel is about reaching out to people who maybe are at rock bottom, or they are, like I was, always searching for something in their lives. But I am here to share with those people how I changed my life, and that by taking tiny steps, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to transform your life overnight. And if somebody out there is telling you through a video or whatever that, oh, you can manifest a new life, in 24 hours, or you can manifest $1 million in, a week, it's crap. It takes time to refocus your mind onto positive things. And it's not going to happen overnight, like some of these people say. And I am here to help you take those little steps to transform your life, because you can. If I could go from, suicidal depression to having my best life at 65, then I know you can change your life too. I have a lot of people reach out to me and say things like, oh, but I'm going through this in my life, or I'm going through that in my life. It doesn't matter. And, if you're dealing with someone close to you died, then you will take a time to feel bad, to feel grief, to feel depression. But what I'm saying is that the law of attraction can help you to come out of that. But if you are dealing with just the normal, your adult child maybe acts like they don't love you, your sibling, is giving you a hard time, or you have a narcissistic parent like I did, I'm here to tell you that you can be happy through all that stuff. You can be happy through the, regular ups and downs that life gives you. You're not going to be happy all the time. Like I said, we all experience grief. But the law of attraction will help you to get past those things much quicker than you would without it. And things that used to bother me for weeks or for months no longer have that effect on me. And that's because I know that my power and my happiness and my sense of self-worth comes from within, not from someone else. All of the people in your life aren't going to line up, or in the world aren't going to line up and do what you think that they should do. And that's part of why I really encourage people, say hi to Phil. I really encourage people to take the focus back to yourself. Get off of Facebook. Don't watch the news. Don't get involved in politics. Take the focus back to you and what you want in your life. So, like I said, I'm in Key West if you're watching this, hopefully enjoying some sunshine. And Phil's chewing on my hair, which he really likes to do. And if you'd like to learn more about how I changed my life, then I've got an ebook available on Buy Me a Coffee. And if you really want to get into it, I have a course available on Buy Me a Coffee. I also have a PDF that's available that goes along with this video if you'd like that, to give you some little reminders about how to focus on the positive and focus on gratitude and take tiny steps to changing and transforming your life. Then email me at the email that you will see on the bottom of the screen here. So Phil and I say, see you for now. Hopefully Phil's not too lonely at home. He's there with his sister Fern. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.